people of Ghana, is on Nigerian God pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Parliament has suspended Ghana Scholarship Authority Bill for broader consultations. The scholarship that has actually been initiated has actually apparently been suspended. The Parliament has suspended the consideration of the Ghana Scholarship Authority Bill 2025 to allow all broader consultation with stakeholders. The decision was made upon the request of the Education Minister Haruna Iddrisu, who informed the House that the suspension was very necessary for broader consultation. The suspension was announced during a close consideration of the bill on Thursday, July 17, 2025, by Minister for Education Haruna Iddrisu, who said 2 petitions have since been received and he will engage the coalition of civil society groups in education on Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025 for a way forward on the bill before the proper approval. And the office of the president related to me some concerns that have been communicated, and therefore, Mr. Speaker, I sought to the chairman's indulgence if we can stay for further consideration as I do further consultation, as I indicated, the minister actually said, saying that he wants to do everything possible to make sure that these things go hand in hand. And as we have actually seen, the Minister for Education Haruna Iddrisu will hold a consultative meeting with civil society organization CSOs on the scholarship bill ahead of its passage, and the meeting ends to deliberate and gather ideas to enrich the Ghana Scholarship Bill 2025 before it is finalized and passed by the Parliament. Please watch.
The Ghana Scholarships Authority Bill has sparked intense debate among civil society organizations. Well, at its core, the bill aims to reform the administration of government scholarships, but concerns have been raised about its potential impact. We'll go into the concerns shortly, but first, what is this bill all about? Well, the Ghana Scholarships Authority Bill aims to establish a new legal framework for the administration of government scholarships. The bill seeks to streamline the award of scholarships, prioritize brilliant but needy students, and focus on critical disciplines like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, also known as STEM. It also proposes the creation of a database of scholarship beneficiaries and outlines funding sources including oil revenue and the Ghana Education Trust Fund. Well, as it stands, the bill has been scrutinized by a joint committee in Parliament, which has proposed several amendments to ensure transparency and accountability in scholarship awards. The committee's report is now before Parliament for adoption and passage. Despite these efforts, the Citizens Coalition has raised several concerns. They argue that the bill lacks transparency and accountability, potentially perpetuating existing problems rather than addressing them.
The bill in its current state is not able to solve the problem the president seeks to solve. That is our biggest problem. The Excellency is worried about the collusion, the nepotism, and then also the availability of because of so many an amorphous scholarship system where there are so many agencies having their own scholarship system. The Excellency wants to consolidate the scholarship environment. This bill is not consolidated. And so we see the bill to be a first step in providing a legal backing for scholarship and an institutional framework. But then, in terms of addressing the problem that the president wants to cure, we don't see the bill in its current state as being competent in curing.
Meanwhile, the Education Minister Haruna Iddrisu has agreed to consult stakeholders coming Tuesday, July 22, 2025, a move the coalition has lauded.
Once the bill is in Parliament, if you want to engage, you must engage the Speaker. And so the Education Minister will obviously engage Parliament and then seek an extension to the consideration time so that we are able to have a conversation on Tuesday to inform it. And so we welcome the development, and we hope that Parliament will work closely with the Education Minister to agree on this arrangement.
For now, it is yet to be seen whether or not Parliament will heed the concerns of the coalition. Judith Brown, TV.
Just as we actually watched it, we are still waiting for the Parliament to actually give us the real answers to either the implementations will take hold or they will actually be suspended. And as we know that on Tuesday 15th June, we engaged the correlation of civil society groups in education. This bill is a product of a cabinet and it was thoroughly discussed, he actually added. Prior to the suspension of the bill, the Citizens Coalition, a group comprising citizens and public interest civil society organization, had urged Parliament to suspend the consideration of the Ghana Scholarship Authority Bills 2025. A statement released by group on July 17, 2025, said government must engage in stakeholders consultation before the bill must be passed. The statement stressed that consultations are essential in designing a legal framework that consolidates the scholarship landscape in a coherent and credible authority that serves the national interest. Just as we've actually known that the coalition noted that although it allows government for its effect to actually strengthen the legal and institutional framework for the education and scholarship management in Ghana, there is now non-emergency in the management of scholarship that justify the speedy consideration of all these important bills without public consultation. According to the coalition, it acknowledges the need for reforms in the scholarship system, but the bill in its current form does not adequately address the structural weaknesses of the existing scholarships regime. They claim that the bill rather remedies the prevailing occupancies, nepotisms and political interferences and risk institutionalizing themselves. We are convinced that the proposed legislation falls short of establishing a transparent, accountable and merit-based system consistent with global best practice in public scholarship management. About Ghana Scholarship Bill 2025, the Ghana Scholarship Authority Bill 2025, which is currently under consideration by Parliament, seeks to establish an authority to provide the regulatory oversight for the award of scholarship to deserving students and free the scheme from political influences, favoritisms, and related matters. When passed, the Scholarship Secretariat will be removed from office of the President and placed under Education Minister for oversight responsibilities. The bill is actually seeking to deal with the nepotism, criminalities, and associated with awarding scholarships to award deserving students based on the detached it has actually really and not being politically influenced. And this is apparently what everyone is actually fighting to make sure that this bill is actually really done the best way. And as we just seen, Baka Vomowo has actually come out to say that the bill doesn't reserve scholarship fraud, it only upgrades it. According to him, he's a legal practitioner and convener of the Fix the Country movement. Oliver Baka Vomowo has declared that the scholarship bill presented to Parliament as a bill that increased fraud in the award of scholarship, and exactly that is what the government is trying to call out from this scholarship scheme. And this is despite the assurance from the chairman of the Parliament Education Committee, Peter, on the 15th of July that the bill is amended is aimed at improving transparency and oversight in the administration of scholarship nationwide. Vomowo in a preface said the scholarship does not reset scholarship fraud, it only upgrades it. I don't know where he's getting all these things from, but please really do well to comment, comment, put on your notification bell so you can get all our news one by one. Thanks, my